Welcome to E-Town News, जहां आपको मिलेगा डेली डोज ऑफ बॉलीवुड न्यूज, फैशन ट्रेंड्स, टीवी एंड सोशल मीडिया से जुड़े हर अपडेट. A show which gives you the day's lowdown of all the best happenings in the world of glamour. तो इंतजार किस बात का? Let's take a look at today's headlines. सिद्धार्थ मल्होत्रा के फैंस हुए इमोशनल. ऋतिक रोशन ने किस फिल्म को लेकर दिया कॉन्फर्मेशन? कपिल देव ने की एक्सक्लूसिव बातें विद जूम. ऋतिक रोशन के फैंस के लिए है गुड न्यूज. ऋतिक रोशन फिल्म क्रिश 4 पर कर रहे हैं काम और बहुत जल्द इस फिल्म की शूटिंग कर सकते हैं शुरू. हाल ही में ऋतिक रोशन ने अपने एक स्टेटमेंट में कहा था कि फिल्म वॉर के बाद उन्होंने कुछ भी साइन नहीं किया है क्योंकि अभी वो फाइनल करने में लगे हैं कि उन्हें करना क्या है. और अब सोर्सेस से खबर मिली है कि ऋतिक रोशन ने अपना पूरा ध्यान अपने सुपर हीरो फ्रेंचाइज क्रिश 4 में लगा दिया है. एक न्यूज़पेपर से बात करते हुए भी ऋतिक रोशन ने यही इशारा किया है. ऋतिक का कहना है, The film is underway, but it's best that I speak at the right time once I begin work on the film. साफ है ऋतिक is all set to work in Krish 4. वैसे हाल ही में ऋतिक रोशन के डैड राकेश रोशन ने क्रिश फ्रेंचाइज की सक्सेस पर बात करते हुए कहा था, It wasn't a pretentious superhero film. The logics were right. The genesis of superhero films in India requires a prequel and then to be taken forward into the template. In my head, Krrish became a superhero in Krish 3. Koi Mil Gaya was a backstory with Rohit. Krrish was a personal story though. By the end, you feel the character could be a superhero. But in Krish 3, he became one. The three films have established a solid foundation for the franchise. Any such series needs that because we are building the character from scratch. Well, इस franchise की फिल्म का fans को बेसब्री से इंतजार रहता है. And it seems ऋतिक रोशन पूरी तरह से तैयार हैं to surprise fans with Krish 4. Bureau Report, Zoom, Mumbai.
नहीं, one more. Side. 1 minute.
Thank you. Sir, please, sir. Thank you, guys. Excuse me, Abhi. Thank you.
सिद्धार्थ मल्होत्रा को देखकर रो पड़े उनके फैंस. सिद्धार्थ मल्होत्रा के लिए उनके फैंस की दीवानगी ने एट द एयरपोर्ट सबको हैरान कर दिया. जरा देखिए कैसे सिद्धार्थ की फैंस मॉम एंड डॉटर उन्हें देखते ही रोने लगी.
नहीं, one more. Side. 1 minute.
Thank you. Sir, please, sir. Thank you, guys. Excuse me, Abhi. Thank you.
शुरुआत में सिद्धार्थ थोड़े सरप्राइज हुए, लेकिन फिर उन्होंने मॉम एंड डॉटर की रिक्वेस्ट को मानते हुए उनके साथ पिक्चर्स क्लिक करवाई.
Side. 1 minute.
वैसे परिणीति चोपड़ा के साथ भी इन फैंस ने पिक्चर क्लिक करवाई।
Sorry.
लेकिन फैंस की दीवानगी जिस कदर सिद्धार्थ के लिए दिखी वो सच में थी सरप्राइजिंग बट स्वीट एज वेल। ब्यूरो रिपोर्ट, ज़ूम, मुंबई।
नहीं, one more.
Side.
1 minute.
Thank you. Sir, please, sir. Thank you, guys. Excuse me, Abhi. Thank you.
He might not agree, but I think he was definitely one of our greatest captains. Led our team to victory at a time when we almost gave up hope. Of course, I'm talking about the one and only Kapil Dev. I know people have asked you this, but what was it that really kept you going when you felt like, can we win it?
I think that's the way the sportsmen are basically. Some people give up very soon, some people don't give up at all. Perhaps that was in my DNA, never take lying down, you fight it till the end and let it go, rest, you leave it to the Almighty, as long as there is no shortage of your ability and talent.
There are so many things that today, when people are looking forward to become a sports person in this country, and they have a list, we want to, and especially when it comes to cricket, you want to go to the best school that's there. You want to get the best kind of training. But what is the foremost foundation of cricket that you feel people are forgetting?
I think you have to find a place where you're going to play. Even you play in street, but the basic have to be some ground, some club where you link with them. That's the basic, I would say that. A lot of people play cricket or sports today on mobile, let's say I look for that. The people who want to achieve something, they will find a way to go to the ground and try to learn and pick up some club. That's very important.
You've always said that it's very important to be honest, and honesty pays. Is it difficult at times where people get very easily offended, to be honest?
When you're not good enough, then you're not honest enough also. Honesty is never lie to yourself. Be honest to yourself. If you lie to me, it doesn't make any difference to me. But when you don't want to practice hard and you try to look for the excuse and say, he's not better than me, but this is what happened. No, you work hard. If you are talented, you will reach on top. And that's the way it should be. But you don't want to work hard and you're looking excuse and pointing a finger on other people, which is where I feel very offended.
And you do hope that that gets changed soon?
It's already changed in last 15, 20 years. People can speak their mind. In my generation or before that, we were very, very tight with our thoughts and saying, let not offend anybody. Today, the youngster come out, he speak his mind. As long as he's speaking truth, you always admire that.
There's a pressure of behaving in a certain manner to mind your P's and Q's. Did that ever affect you when you were, playing that game, when you continued being the captain after that, after you won the World Cup? Did that affect you?
Not really. It's a more responsibility. You have carrying a lot of responsibility towards the next generation. They are looking up to you, and you can't stand and do certain things which any normal person can do. You have to be more careful because when the next generation looking at you, you can't do certain things. You have to be more careful because you want to set a good example for the next generation. And only way you can do is if you have a clarity of thought.
There's a lot of buzz, of course, for 83, and for obvious reasons, especially when you have a person like Ranveer Singh who goes on Instagram and social media and really talks so emotionally about how he felt when he spent his time with you. I think everybody sort of felt connected to the thought of who you are, of how amazing you were when he spent time with you. How was that experience?
I think it's both ways. I want to know more about him. He want to know more about me. He's playing my part, so he have to look at from his side. I like to look at from my side how these heroes really work, how these heroes really work. They are so passionate. What we come to know through the media, they are not have late nights, they are not sincere. But he stayed with me for 10 days. I thought he was more disciplined what I was when I was playing cricket. So my respect for the actors have really come up where I could not ever imagine, for the food he was doing dieting for 16 hours only. He had to eat this much, not cheating. And there is not a teacher sitting there who is keeping a control on him. You can do this, you can't do that. So I was trying to learn how, these days the actors and artists are. And I think perhaps he was trying to see how I live, or my mannerism, my talking. So it was a great time spending with him.
Is it strange at some point thinking, you're being studied?
Oh, I said to him the first, he had 3 cameras putting different places, and he wanted me to talk. I said, listen, it's very difficult, for me to talk. He said, it's a matter of time, you will forget, we'll keep on discussing. And that exactly happened. I was conscious for a couple of hours, they are shooting. Doesn't matter how good or bad you are, you do get a little bit conscious about what he's picking up, what I'm saying. But if it's going to be there 24 hours, you forget that and you start being normal as much as you can. And that's what it happened.
Did of course, Deepika is playing the leading lady here. Was it strange for your family as well, like to be there? I mean, besides yours, in the house to see those cameras, and how did they feel about it?
No, I think we put it, he wanted to see how we live. So we didn't try to do anything different. And the only thing we said, look, we eat the food at 8 o'clock, doesn't matter what. But for you, we will bend, we will go to the 9 o'clock also up to that late. We eat on the dining table all the time, lunch, breakfast or dinner, whatever it's happening. No, we were a little bit, anybody will be tight for a few hours, 1 day or 2 days. After that, it was very cool. He used to go to the kitchen. He could walk out anywhere. He can pick up anything. He can, whatever he likes, his dietitian, he was there for a while. Then he saw the system. He said, oh, I'm cool. I can handle myself. And he used to go for 2 hours to the gym or 3 hours in between. I used to go to the office, and then we used to spend time. After dinner, we used to sit down and talk about that. And the family was normal. I don't think so. My wife, she has her own mind, very strong-headed. My daughter, equally very strong-headed and in a good side.
That's always a good side. What did she say first time when she came to know that, oh, Deepika Padukone will be sort of playing me?
Oh, no, we didn't discuss like that. And, it's very difficult to express what she said or what she did.
Yeah.
The only thing is they try to pick up the mannerism, what exactly we live, and try to talk. And they discuss, during the period of World Cup, what was the situation, those type of things.
It's an end of a decade, almost, 2000 to 2019, 2020. In this one decade that's gone by, how do you think how have you seen the sports in the country? progressing?
Or scale 1 to 10,
Yeah.
I'll give 1 to 100.
Okay.
Because never ever thought in our country the parents will come out and say, make my kid to play the sports. There are always parents who are ready to spend lakhs and lakhs on education, whatever tuition you want to do. Today the parents come out, we'll spend as much as money it's required. Let him go to the ground and learn whatever he want to learn, he or she. That's the change, and that's the big, massive change. Today, parents want their kid to go and play and express themselves, which is, I never thought when I was growing up, the situation will come. So that's a pleasantly surprise on those sides.
What is one thing that you've learned from your career that you'd want to pass on to the cricketing generations per se, so that, it's a lesson learned?
I never give up. The science says if you are burn 70% to have a will to live, you will live. And same thing, if you're 30% burn and you don't have will to live, you will die. So sportsman is built that way, never to die, ready to live for the moment. And that's very, very important. I'll say to all the generation, not this generation, everybody, every youngster, have a will to survive on the ground. And that's very, very critical for a sports person. How
okay are you being clicked every time or when you're stepping out at the airport? And, and especially, like, for example, for Virat and other players who are out there, every moment and everything is being monitored very, very closely. There's a different kind of pressure there.
There's not pressure, there's happiness. If people say you're a beautiful woman, you won't say I'm not, and you won't like it. If people come to them with a love and affection, everybody, human beings are like that. They will like it, they will not. Yes, a part of that when they're eating, talking to somebody, discussing something, suddenly somebody will come out, can I take a selfie? Your thought process break. Yes, you get irritated, but youngster learn to live with this type of condition. So I don't think so how they feel. Yes, to people like me who are not used to that, suddenly somebody comes out, we feel sometimes awkward also, sometimes you want to spend time to yourself, but such is life you pick and you have to live with that. My mom used to say, अगर कुछ काम करना है तो हंस के क्यों नहीं? If you want to give a photograph, give with a smile. Doesn't matter. Either say no, but when you're giving, then be 100% happy.
That's fantastic. Then I think you're doing fine with the paparazzi culture.
Well, it's not make any difference because I'm not important enough at this stage. I think today's cricketers are important, so to them it's a lot more difficult, tough, because any negative news come out, they start affecting. It happened to the greatest sportsman world ever seen, Tiger Woods, when he gone through the media eye throughout. His performance affected. So we have to be little bit careful, give them the space to the sports people, but today's competition among the media is so much, and the social media, it's very difficult.